All right. Let's all say the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Happy last day of July, 31st, hottest, pretty hot day in the neighborhood. Roll call.
Mark Bolts.
Here.
Mark Frazier.
Here.
Francis Griffith.
Here.
Shelley Schmidt's here. Troy Crum.
Here. Agenda as presented.
Motion to approve.
Whoa, we had an addition.
Kelly,
Oh,
Oh, sorry, the SEDP contribution
of course, it's
under new business.
SE.
We have to approve it every year, that's what every agreement
I
is.
didn't see it, did you? Oh, you see it, okay. Usually
isn't there another one too?
yearly?
Yes,
Is it?
yeah, we got the bill, that's,
Hey.
What a day.
What's this from?
Hot.
Oh, wow.
What's this from the county about the materials management?
oh, that's just communication.
Okay.
SCDP yearly. Anything else, Kelly?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay, so I changed my motion to as amended.
as amended, Mark, okay, and seconded,
Second.
Butch, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. July 3rd, 2024, that was before the 4th of July. Hopefully everybody had a good 4th of July. No accidents, and nobody fell, and nothing got blown up, or whatever. Okay. As you're looking at the minutes,
I tried to see what's going on.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Lori, made a
Second.
motion to approve. Mark, all in favor?
Aye.
Assume that was everybody.
Mhm.
Public comments once. I have another one too, but go ahead.
We got your island fixed. in the
It looks, I
industrial
saw it
park.
today. It looks,
Yeah.
oh, I saw it last week, but it really looks nice.
Yeah, we paved that up, so now we're just waiting on put chip seal down.
See
The,
it.
the guy that does the county's chip seal, he says it's too small for him to do, which I don't know why, it's right across the road from where he
Yeah,
did, so
they'll get it though.
yeah,
Looks good.
I hope somebody gets that.
That room looks
So,
good.
but
Yeah.
it's all set, doesn't hold no water, it's all good.
It must have come out pretty easy, Travis.
I don't know, he done it.
Oh, you did it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I
It was
mean,
hard clay,
okay,
yeah, hard digging,
good,
we got it.
good, okay, great, yeah, thank you. I'm sure that, that
Steel place. will like
steel
that,
people
oh, yeah.
will appreciate that, and they get their trucks out easier.
Oh,
Okay, thank you for that.
yep.
Okay, our reports, sheriff's report, Troy?
Last month, 159 calls for service, of which 52 of them were traffic stops.
Well, I wasn't one this time. I else either, okay, good. I have seen a lot of them around though, on the roads, so that's good. All right, Troy? SEDP, or CISA.
Well, the really, probably the most important thing with CISA is the millage for fire. It's a half a mill, it's a short term, what is it, 2 years?
2 years.
It's strictly for equipment that we have to get, that we're being mandated to replace. It's stuff that's worn out, and that the government says is no longer certified. We have to replace that stuff.
We've got an aging fleet of fire trucks, we've got, you know,
We have to put more maintenance.
that maintenance is eating alive on. We had to replace the self-contained breathing apparatus a year ago. You know, payment on those are $50,000 a year.
And they
so- yeah.
come in and they make us get all the hose tested once a year and the ladders, and invariably they find stuff that's wrong, and that stuff
Yeah, so it's
got
a,
phenomenally expensive. And this has nothing to do with the ambulance stuff.
Right, this is just
strictly
fire.
fire.
so yeah, there is a half mil for fire for 2 years. This is kind of a bridge millage to then evaluate the situation. It's very common in our county. Just about every department has it, and If that passes, we will still actually be one of the lower ones now, because everyone else has done the same thing, because the price of everything has gone absolutely through the roof. To maintain a fire department with a appropriate fire ISO rating, that is what is needed. Also, we have on the ballot for the township here our ambulance assessment renewal. So,
So we need people to vote on that, because we
Yep.
definitely need service. If something happens, we call it, we want them to be there, we want them to come. So,
That's on the November.
No, it's on next Tuesday.
So that's,
Tuesday.
so
yeah, on the
that's
7th.
on the August primary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anything else?
No.
That's the main thing. DDA, we did meet, we met right here, July 17th, we had quorum, and everything was good. They were happy that the water system upgrade, the water down Lansing Road back to the high school, down Benedict Drive, still is on Alyssa Slotkin's on her desk, one of the 15 community development projects for federal funding. And Brent brought the news, of course, that the House Appropriations Committee has to consider that be late this year or early in the spring, federal government. And hopefully we'll be able to get that 1.2 million, and then we'll add our 500,000 on, or 600, so that'll be a $1.6 million project. Township will own the line, we'll have isolation valves on both sides, and actually own the pipe. You know, that's how it's set up right now. I'm sure there'll be some negotiating with Eagle, with the state, on what has to happen for the transfer of water. But anyway. Update on the missing pole. The lady hit the pole on Lansing Road across from Joe's Body Shop. It's been down for a couple years. I did get a call Thursday from our Consumers Energy lighting expert. He called to tell me he's given it to his right-hand man, Kirk, who was on special assignment to get that pole ordered and get us a couple of spares ordered so we can get that installed. And he also wanted to let me know that he was going up north on vacation for a week. Gabriel said, I'll be back next week and we'll talk. I said, well, hopefully we'll know more next week. There's that. And Beck's land development over there, you saw he's putting an entrance and exit on his. He's got his 2 tanks installed, and that's over by the barber shop. And Lifetime Metals, the ribbon cutting is August 16th. It is a go. I talked to Ryan yesterday. It starts at noon. There'll be a bounce house for the kids. There'll be a place for recreation, have fun. Hopefully it's not going to be too hot, but it'll be Friday from noon until 5. And then there's a there'll be another deal at 5 o'clock inside for some people. So that's that. So
That's on the night?
that's Friday.
You
It's
said
a week from Friday.
It's a week from, it's the 17th.
the
16th, August 16th, which is Friday. August
2
16th.
weeks from Friday.
2 weeks from Friday, yeah. And so it definitely is all set, so that's that. And they're gonna have people from the main headquarters up there at Rosebush or wherever that's up there, it'll be down. Okay, that's our DDA. Zoning. We had a couple people, maybe the same person with rooftop solar system thing, rooftop solar, and then there's Jennifer, and then one was Walsack's, Jennifer. And then Ron,
A shed.
Another shed, a small shed. So that was it for that deal. The only thing about zoning, we did have an issue, a permit, a citation for a property owner that has a fence too close to a road, so that went down too. County Commissioner is not here. Anything? Library, Mark.
The highlights were, of course, they have a millage vote also next Tuesday. And it's strictly a renewal of the current millage, there's no increase, so. And the summer reading program has again been very busy this year. They've increased the amount of participation with it, so she presented the annual report to the board, so I would expect to see her in the next couple months going to all the municipalities and making a report to them like she does.
new libraries over in the east part of our town, our county. Isn't there a new library?
Well, there's gonna be,
It's got, or it's not open yet?
no, they haven't started building yet. They got a grant for 500,000, and the majority of that's got to go to the library, but they're also gonna have to build a township hall and stuff, so
It's all together.
they're working on all that. Yeah, that's the last one in a school, and
Okay,
they gotta get it out of the school.
yeah. Okay, Mark. Troy, I-69 trade.
No meeting.
None? Okay. SCDP, Mark, back to you.
SCDP, we were just working on talking about the 501c3 thing and all that, other than not a lot going on. And Land Bank and Brownfield is next Monday, so there haven't been a meeting since our last meeting, so.
Okay. All right, SCDP and Planning Commission.
Planning Commission, we talked about how we had to help the city of Perry get their handle on their master plan because they didn't include the detachment that went back to the township, that property went back in the township, and some other things, their maps were incorrect and some things like that, so they had to have a little help with that. We worked on the zoning ordinance a little bit, we spent quite a bit of time on Mr. Rothney's variance request, which we have on the agenda later on, so.
Okay. All right, thanks. Financial report, pay the bills.
All right, you've got your bills list in front of you. Shorter list because we're a week early this month, so there'll be a lot of stuff that'll come in next week, I'm sure. The only thing out of the ordinary, I think that's on there, is we did have a retirement plan adjustment. You'll see that both on an income and an expense, that was a net. But,
You know,
that was in and out, correct. Because company sent the check to the wrong company. Our agent sent the check to the wrong company. But other than that, fairly light month there.
okay. Any questions on the bills?
I'll pay them.
Mark wants to pay the bills, all right. And Butch will second. All in, roll call vote.
Mark Foltz?
Yes.
Mark Frazier?
Yes.
Francis Griffith?
Yes.
Alan Schmidt, yes, Ray Parker?
Yes.
Correspondence.
And Kelly, you get
You got this.
walking out reminder of your service here and those bathrooms being redone, so.
Oh, did you like those?
I think you did a wonderful job.
I think you did a great job. Yeah.
The bathrooms?
The bathrooms, yeah.
Well, we were going to just do the men's, but we decided we'd make it fair to everybody, we'd do the women's and the men's. I'm just kidding.
You like to
They did a super good job with both of them, and if the men go and peek in the women's, or the women's go and peek in the men's, they'll realize that, other than the pictures on the wall, they look very similar, you know.
It's different color.
I just think they're
Anyway,
great. They were pretty
Nice.
bad for a long
They were.
time.
nice color, nice, very, very nice. Kelly, you did a good job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Correspondence, yeah, we have a notice from the county, they're updating their solid waste plan.
They have to.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to do it.
Got it. So that's Larry Johnson, okay. Okay, he's our health director for the county. Okay. Anything else? Any other, Kelly?
Nope.
No? Okay. Public comments. Number 2, any announcements, public comments? Any unfinished business we got left over, other than the parking lot?
We should have put that under unfinished.
Oh, that's okay. Parking
First
lot,
one.
seal bids, all right. All right, where do we start on that? We had 3 bids, am I right?
Yes.
Butch reviewed some of that for us, didn't you? You got the information.
I have zero
Travis,
information.
Travis, was it called pitch black?
Yes.
Pitch black, asphalt emulsion sealer. It's a little thicker than the other,
Yeah, it's rubberized.
rubberized.
Yeah.
Okay. And now is that all you use?
Yep.
Basically, okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought, but I thought I asked the question.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you use that, do you usually put 1 down or 2 coats?
One coat.
Just
with
one.
the broom.
It's a little thicker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The broom works it in more.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, for levelness, everything that I've read, when you use a broom, it gets very uneven. Is that true?
No, not with the broom. No, it's a 36-inch wide broom. You broom it all out, and then you go back over it again with the broom, and it'll actually leave like a texture to it, but not big texture. But it'll all smooth right out. It leaves a nice finish on it.
No, just everything that I read said spraying was,
What's
the
that?
best, spraying was the best instead of, using a broom, that's why I'm asking.
In my opinion, I think a broom will work better because it'll work it in more. You'll get it in like the crevices of the rocks and all that, the little rocks sticking up. So,
I think with the spray too, it's a
yeah.
thinner coat from what I've
Yeah,
seen.
yeah, they're wanting to put 2 coats on.
I stopped down at their house because I wanted some answers.
Oh, he was probably making me work.
So a comparison, I guess, you could make with it, take a spray can, paint your wall, or take a roller and paint your wall, and you'll see how much more thicker, when you paint a wall out with a roller, how it sticks more. That's the best comparison that I could give you from what I've seen when he does it.
So we had one bid from Easy Asphalt, and it was 2 coats of the tri-coat asphalt, the cedar, which is the first we were talking about. And it was like $49.65 was that bid. Then we had another McCurney, did I say that right? McCurney asphalt from Lansing, and that was going to be, if I'm not mistaken, was it $55.95?
Same stuff, yeah.
Huh?
Same product.
And that's the same as the first one, that Easy, and it was about $55.95, which is $600 more on that. And then S.A. Smith, Travis is here from Wausau, and theirs is the brush coat cedar and the stripes for $66.44. So not a lot of difference in the 3 prices, like $49.65 and $5,600.
Striping was included in that too.
Say again?
The striping part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
it's a- it's a-
It's the
Yeah,
same one.
yeah,
Okay.
they're all, repaint, and restriping, crack seal. The McCurney was gonna crack seal 300 lineal foot. He called that out. The other gentleman just saw the places that needed it and said he would do it. But I didn't see McCurney. They came in, we've seen you, we've seen Easy Asphalt. I haven't seen this McCurney. I know they're a big outfit, I think, but I never saw them. They come in after hours. And they quote, I was telling one of the quote very quickly, so. But I did talk to them on the phone and made sure it was apples and apples. So that's the 3 bids, guys. Any thought, Mark, or Butch? Kelly? Virtual?
Yes.
I don't know, you guys handled it last month when I wasn't here, so.
We had the thing on this, thin coat, the thin coat stuff. We had this thing on that, but we didn't have anything on the thicker coats, which we asked Travis to bring it in, and they did. They brought in the information on the thicker coat. And Butch says the spray seems to be the best way to go. Brushing gets you too much on, maybe not enough on. And anyway, that's just what he said. So that was from Butch's talk. But this was the other coat. I'm happy with any coin. Well, I think they're all within reason.
This is gonna be the first time that we coat. Now, can you use that stuff over the spray? If we were to do, say we do this.
can, but
Say we were to do the spray this time to see how it holds up, and then if it doesn't hold up, would you be able to do it over the top of it?
Yeah, I think you can.
After it's all,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, what we have generally done in the past is done it every 2 to 3 years type thing.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Now, it's brand new, so it should be, I mean, there aren't cracks in it like there were.
No, it looks,
before.
there's only one in the back over here that's noticeable, and I'm not sure why, but could have been water, we had some water before we made the edging, get the water away from the building. So, you want to make a motion?
How long is the protection on that?
Oh, that's a good question.
3 to 4 years.
3 to 4?
3 to 4 years, yep.
I think that spray is every 2.
It's historically what we've done, yeah.
So,
How much
My
difference in all
question-
the prices?
my question is,
Say again, Butch?
I'm sorry, Butch.
How much difference in all the prices?
What's the difference between 66?
I ain't got my paperwork.
Okay, 66.44 versus 49.65. What's the difference, Kelly?
$1,700.
1,700? You probably wouldn't match the low price, would you?
Mm,
Is there any slot in there? I mean,
no.
Well, let's see. So if you were to
5600?
put that stuff down,
okay.
and we started seeing cracks and stuff like that, do you have to continue to use that product, or can you use spray?
No, I wouldn't have to use that product, but that's the product that I use and I have the best luck with, so that's what I go with.
Do you mean cracks in the seal coat?
Yeah, if it starts to, like, if it starts to crack, do you do the crack seal too?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You do that
The-
too?
I think the only, oh, you mean the asphalt cracking, or the seal
So
coat?
if the seal
Dash
coat,
asphalt.
if the seal coat starts to fail,
Because
are you locked in to use that product forever?
Yes,
You are.
Yeah.
yes.
Are you?
Pitch black,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So personally, I think we should try the spray first to see how it holds up.
Okay.
And then if that doesn't hold up well, then I think, go with something else. But that's just my opinion. I don't like the idea of having to be locked into a
Pitch, right.
$70,000 parking lot. You know what I mean?
Alright.
That costs us.
The only time I've ever seen that seal coat crack or flake is like when you put multiple layers down of it, and then I see it kind of flake up a little bit.
Okay. Whereas the spray would just wear off and then we'd have to do it. Okay.
Do you want to make a motion, Kelly?
Well, what does everybody else feel?
Well,
about that?
A little bit, usually, I mean, the fellow does good work too,
Ernie does really good work.
and they do.
Yeah,
They
he
do
does
too.
really good
They
work.
do. The other guy's kind of a one-man show,
Right.
although he does do different, and he seemed to be conscious.
My concern is being locked into a one product
Mhm.
forever and
I
ever.
understand that.
That's what my concern is, but.
The difference in the, I hope you understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The difference is, it ain't like you're doing it for me and I'm
Right,
spending my money.
yeah.
We're spending the counties,
I'm not gonna
and
come
we
down
gotta
and make
answer
your house,
to
don't worry
them
about
to
that.
get the best we can for the money.
Yeah.
Sure,
It's up to you guys.
no, it's totally understandable, that's,
Because that's why I came down and tried,
Yeah,
I want
help.
to talk to you to get more information on this.
yeah, no, and we totally
To
understand.
explain why we're gonna spend $1,700 more.
Right,
right, yeah. Don't worry about it.
yeah, no, we understand.
Is there warranty on your work? How long does
We
it last?
warranty all.
You said 3 or 4
Everything
years.
is warranty.
It's same with the other companies?
Well,
Theirs is what, 4 years?
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4
And the other
years.
one's 2. Those
No, that's
take
just one we've been
What's
replaced.
that?
Yeah,
Well, keep in mind, our parking lot was in bad shape
yeah,
before.
we were spending.
We
more
needed
money on
this,
rubber
we needed
than-
crack seal it every 2 years
it was
regardless.
terrible,
we were spending more rubber, money on filling the cracks than we were putting
Right.
coverage on it.
Yeah, we had a little kid fall in one of those cracks one time, it took 3 days to find him.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll make a motion that we go with a little bit, 4965, easy asphalt
I'll
for
second it.
the process for the sealing of the parking lot this year. You say, what's your second? Kelly, roll call vote.
Mark Frazier,
Yes.
Francis Griffin,
Yes.
Kelly Schmidt, yes, Craig Harmon.
Yes.
Mark Holt.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for bidding it.
We have board review updates, just to give you a quick update on our board review. We had 6 different items, 2 were veterans law change, and so we approved those. And there were about 4 property, one house was not located on the property, we had to put the house back on the property. It was an error we had from the assessor team that went out last year and looked at the homes. And it wasn't our assessor, but they contracted it out.
What was the veterans?
2 veterans.
2 prior year veteran adjustments.
Two ladies, 2 veterans, their husbands had passed, so they own home.
Okay.
Okay, and so it went well, it was about an hour meeting, so that was our board review session. All right, that brings us, planning commission recommendation for the variance, Mark?
Well, there is a thing in the notes. Anyway, one of the problems that we were facing in doing this was that there was not enough time allowed before the scheduled meeting at the Board of Review at the county,
I mean, the zoning board of appeals.
or zoning board of appeals. They made it so it couldn't get, we didn't have the staff report to start with. And because we didn't have the staff report, by the time we met again in the planning commission, they were already going to be going to the zoning board of appeals with it. So what we did was, hoping that the staff report would show up so the board would see it tonight, which I guess it hasn't. We kind of tentatively gave our approval to it to send to this board, hoping the staff report would be here. So we're kind of in the same.
Isn't the staff report, I mean, the ZBA doesn't meet till after your next planning commission.
August 21st.
I'll just wait for Steve.
And the planning commission meets the
But it
15th.
wouldn't meet. Our problem was the planning commission could meet before, but it wouldn't get back to this board
Sure.
before that.
We needed it.
And they aren't adhering to their prescribed timeline.
So, if I understand it, Charlie, right, it's a roughly 36-acre parcel, right? This is where that whole gravel pit and the tower was and stuff. And then 8 acres of it's in the village, right?
Correct.
And so you're to, the rest of, which is 29 acres, you're selling part of it to the neighbor to the east, and you want to keep like 8 acres of it.
Yes. So he meets the 20 acre.
Right, and of course, he could have a different, if he combined it with his other one, he could have it, he could do whatever.
Told me he did not want to do that.
Oh, okay. So basically, he would have frontage, and then you would have frontage.
We resurveyed it
Right.
to give us 200 foot of frontage. And then we have a 66-foot right of way going back basically the same route to the tower.
And that
we
was,
had
that'd be
before.
like around Dave Robinson's, right?
Correct.
Okay, thanks, Travis.
Yep, thank you. And we were already, where the tower stood, that was already included in what I was saying. But-
Right.
So it changed about 2 acres. He doesn't need a variance, but I do.
Right. And then are you planning on keeping the part in the village also?
That isn't affected by this.
Right. But Okay.
Yes, right now I am.
But you're not, or I'm saying, if you're planning to build the house, you're planning to build it on the part in the township.
I'll do it in the township.
That's what you said, yeah.
Well, there's been issues with a couple of those ones on Morris Road where the house actually ended up straddling the township village line. And so that's where I'm going to avoid.
The old Tickner property, I used to own that house, and 16 feet along the house was in the village, and the rest of it was in the
Right.
township.
Which should have never
Been
happened.
allowed.
Well, but the one on the other side of the road, the newer house, has the same problem.
It would be the same, yes.
Which, that one was done recently enough that should have never happened.
The last 20 years probably.
Yes.
I don't know when it.
25, it was in the late 90s, but anyway, I mean,
Yep.
I mean, you've got a house on 2 parcel numbers, and that's a bad situation. If somehow one of them, got sold and not the other, I mean, a bad deal. Okay.
And that was sort of the issue we were looking at here, because parcel C is in the village,
Correct.
and.
But it does have frontage, whether that meets the village's requirement or not.
So where would you build the house? Would you build it here in the middle?
In the
Parcel B,
Yeah, right here.
probably about where it says the CEL in parcel B. is
So towards
about
the
where
north
would
end of
be
it.
built.
So right here.
He
Okay.
had to do that funny jog, so he had access to that.
So most of like what was the old gravel pit would be on the stuff you're selling to the neighbor to the east.
Correct.
Well, I mean, the problem, of course, is given the parcel size, there's not a lot. I mean, it's tricky, right? Because you couldn't divide it in half and have it work, in any case. It is an oddly shaped thing, though.
And,
Biggest issue is the frontage.
Yeah, well, he's got the frontage.
but
They both have the right frontage, but it's the acre size of this one. Now with the stuff in the village, that makes it closer, but I mean, I agree, the property has irregular terrain, because down in parcel A, I mean, there's a big hole there.
You own parcel C?
Yes, he owns A, B, and C.
So is it Dave and Robin, they're going to get A,
Yes.
Pardon me?
they're going to get A, parcel A,
Yes.
Large.
That's what's going.
and they're okay with the jig-jag, zigzag?
Yeah, we've been over it.
That's what you told me
After it
at
was
the meeting,
surveyed
that's
and
what you
all.
told us at the meeting.
Yeah, I'm sure there's survey marks all over the place.
We have not staked it yet because it's not approved, but all the description is correct.
Okay,
It just hasn't been staked or pinned.
okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will make a motion that we tentatively, or that we give our recommendation, subject to the planning commission doing a final review at the August meeting, and call them and ask where the staff report is.
I'll second that.
Doesn't need to come back to us for any reason, and the ZBA has the final decision.
Okay, is this something that has to go to them, this recommendation now?
Go to who?
Kelly will send it to the planning commission.
Well, I mean, yes, the plan, if something, we've tentatively approved it, but
Okay.
I want our planning commission to look at it one more time, which won't hold him up at all,
Okay, yeah.
but we want the staff report.
Review the
But we
staff.
want the staff report,
I got it with them.
but I don't want to hold things up.
Sorry.
That was where we were at the planning commission.
So send your buddy Pete an email and ask him where it is.
So we are tentatively approving,
Troy's
The
made a
planning
motion.
commission.
recommendations
Troy's made a
subject to the planning commission to review the staff report.
Yes.
Anybody go second that
I
motion?
already did.
Mark, second? Okay.
I mean, it's a really oddly shaped
It
parcel,
is,
and
it
that,
is, Troy.
you know,
As
those
long
aren't
as
the best.
as long as the owners are
Is that where
in agreement.
Davis?
Dave Robertson.
This is Dave Robertson?
Yeah, he'll have a bigger section than, Okay, and you said he's gonna leave, he has to leave them, he can't join them, I think you told me.
Pardon me?
That guy, they can't join them, they have to.
They
stay.
could join.
Well, they could join them?
Yeah, they could.
Dave,
He did not want to join it. He wanted it a separate
that's
parcel.
what I thought, that's what you said, that's what you said in the meeting, okay. But anyway, okay, second, roll call vote, Kevin?
need a roll call vote on it?
Let's roll call vote.
Sure, do it.
Okay, let's see here. Mark Folks.
Yes.
Mark Frazier.
Yes.
Francis Griffin.
Yes.
Kelly Schmidt, yes. Ray Carmel.
Yes.
Okay.
So, we'll follow them next week with Pete on where the staff report is, and we
Maybe
want it.
Maybe sooner. but
We
yeah.
want, well, yeah, we want it
As soon
so we
as
can
kids
get it
get
to our planning commission before their meeting, and provided there's nothing out of the ordinary in that.
Which is August, what is it?
15th.
15th, right. 15th.
Oh, theirs.
Ours,
yes.
August 15th.
That gives it a week before the ZBA meeting, so
Yeah.
tell them we want it.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, call them this week and then call them next week if we don't have it yet.
Yeah, I gotta talk to it anyways. Okay, next on our list, hot topics for planning and zoning. Beth had a special email request, and because of the deadline was yesterday, we went ahead and put her in that August 14th. It's an evening deal, it's like late at night, so I called her to make sure she knew that, and she did. 5 to 8 at night, Frankenmuth, and so she approved $100, still $150 for her to go to this zoning and planning, and the book, we got the book for her.
It's in the budget, so.
Yeah, so, just information purposes only, really. Right. Mulch purchase and labor to spread, and that's for outside here at the hall. Kelly?
Yeah, if you notice, the mulch has, for the water lines have started to.
Some of that.
Yeah, raise up.
Yeah.
So back in March, Focal Point, they're the ones that did the landscaping, they gave me a bid for $700 to do that. And so I called Hammond Farms, and we can get mulch for $37 a yard, and they'll deliver it for $74.
Okay.
And then I have somebody that can spread it for $20 an hour. I budgeted about 5 hours to do that. It may be less than that. And I budgeted for 5 yards of mulch. So it's
Not to exceed $400.
$400.
Not to exceed $400.
Motion to approve up to $400 for mulch.
All right.
Second.
Butch second.
Butch, huh?
Butch second.
Butch second, okay. Roll call, Madam Kelly.
Kelly Schmidt, yes. Ray Carmel?
Yes.
Mark Foltz?
Yes.
Mark Frazier?
Yes.
Francis Griffin?
Yes.
Okay, one last item that we added, SEDP.
So, yeah, you know, we have our yearly payment to the SEDP for economic development services, and when we approved the 5-year pledge, but we
Each year.
we each year approve it.
2,000.
No, it's $3,556. It's a dollar per person.
3,500.
$3,556.
Oh.
The townships pay $1 per population minus anything in the village. So that's what it is. Now, the DDA pays, they have contributed separately. So that is in addition to ours. So I'll make a motion, we approve the annual SEDP service.
I'll second it. Roll call vote, Kelly, on that.
Ray Carmel?
Yes.
Mark Foltz?
Yes.
Mark Frazier?
Yes.
Francis Griffin?
Yes.
Kelly Schmidt, yes.
Anything else? Anything else, Kelly?
Nope.
Well, that was good. And it's about 7:41 or so.
Public comment.
Any more public comments? Sorry, give us a public comment. Don't have to. Everybody vote, how's that?
I'll make a motion
Everybody
to
vote.
adjourn.
I'll second it.
All right, Troy. Kelly and Troy. All in favor?
Aye.
Was it 7:42?
I have 740.
7:40, okay. I gave him pivot.